Good morning, children. Today we are here to learn about living and non-living things. The things we see around us can be divided into two groups, living and non-living. Here in this picture, we can observe or we can notice the examples of living and non-living things are given. Tree, frog, flowers, family are the example of living things. Rocks and cart are the example of non-living things. How we can differentiate them? That is our today's topic to discuss. At the end of this tutorial, you should be able to understand living and non-living things. You can differentiate living and non-living things, and yes, you can list out the different characteristics of living things and non-living things. This tutorial is divided into two parts. In part first, we are going to discuss about living things and its characteristics. And in part second, we will discuss about the non-living things. What do you mean by living things? Living things are the things which are able to eat, grow, move, breathe. Have you seen any chair to walk? Have you seen any sofa to grow? No. But a plant can grow. An animal can move from one place to another. Human beings can give birth to children, etc. So these are the few things that show that we are the living things. All living beings have one common thing, that is they all being alive. So let's start our first part with the characteristic of living things. So now let's start the characteristics of living beings. The first characteristic of living thing is breathing, or we can say respiration, सांस लेना. In this picture, you can observe a picture of plant is given, a boy is there and a kitten is there. They all are able to take oxygen in and gives out the carbon dioxide. Yes, all the living beings have the capability to take in the gases and gives out the gases. Have you seen any bottle, any table or any pencil, pen, book are breathing? No, they can't. They don't. So this is the first characteristic of living things, that they can breathe. They are able to respire. The next characteristic of living thing is to obtain and use energy. Yes, we know how to get energy and how to use it. All the living beings know about it. We move from one place to another. We can walk. All the animals can walk. Though plants don't move from one place to another, but they also get energy and use energy to produce foods and other things. We take so many things like food, fruits, milk to get energy, and then we are able to move from one place to another. This is done by living things. This is the characteristic of living things only. Have you seen a table move from one place to another by its own? No. Have you seen an almirah open it directly by its own? No. So they need support of the living beings to work, but the living things are able to do their work by their own. Move to the next characteristic of living being is reproduction. What do you mean by reproduction? Reproducing is the process of giving birth. Yes, all the living beings give birth to their young ones, to their babies. Humans, plants, animals, they all reproduce. They all give birth to their young ones. This is the very important characteristic of living things. Have you seen any sofa gives birth to a baby sofa? No. Any water bottle gives birth to a baby bottle? No. It's not possible for the non-living things. This is not the characteristic of non-living things. Now, the next characteristic of living things is growth. Yes, living things can grow and develop. All living things need to grow and stay healthy. For that, we are taking so many substances like food and healthy drinks, milk, fruits, so many things we are taking to grow. And in this picture, it's easily observed that how we are growing, how a new baby transformed to a complete human being. So how is it possible? When we are taking the proper diet, proper food, then only we are able to grow. In the same way, all the living beings, animal, plants, they also need the healthy diets to grow and develop. Now, the next characteristic is living things can respond to their environment. Yes, we are able to feel our surroundings. Like in summer season, it's too hot. In winter, it's too cold. So like that, according to the environment, we are able to feel. हम सबको फील होता है, बहुत तेज गर्मी होती है, we feel that. ठंड होती है, we feel that. It means we are responding to our environment. हम लोग हमारे environment को respond कर रहे हैं. जैसा टेम्परेचर है उसके अकॉर्डिंग we are responding. That is the characteristic of living beings only. Animal, plants, human beings, they all are responding to their environment. Means they are able to feel the temperature or the changes of the weather. Another important characteristic of living things is that they are adaptive to their environment. What do you mean by adaptive? Adaptive means we are able to arrange the things according to our needs. If we feel cold, we can wear sweaters. If we feel hot, we can wear cotton cloths. Like that. In the same way, plants and animals also are adaptive in their environment. Animals can feel and respond to the environment. In the same way, they are able to adapt themselves to the environment and they are able to survive. Okay, means all the living beings are able to adapt themselves according to the atmosphere, according to the temperature. Yes, now the next characteristic of the living things is that they have cells. Their body is made up of cells. Yes, we are made up of different cells. हमारी जो body है वो बहुत सारी cells से मिलकर बनती है. In the picture you can identify the cells. इसमें आपको दिखाई दे रहा है cells कैसी होती हैं. And yes, plant cells भी होते हैं, animals की body में भी cells होते हैं, and we are also having cells. So it means that all the living beings' body are made up of cells. So after discussing all the important characteristics of the living things, we can brief out them. Living things breathe, living things obtain and use energy, they reproduce, they grow and develop, they respond to their environment, they adapt to their environment, and yes, all the living beings' body are made up of cells. In the next part, or I can say in the second part, we will discuss all the characteristics of non-living things. So it's easy for you to differentiate living and non-living things. Thank you.